What is up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome to a slightly different filming situation. It is my bedroom because I'm filming a little bit later in the day. The light casts weird shadows later on in the day because the sun sets at like 3:30 here right now, so I just thought that we would mix it up. And it's a little bit kind of like fall-ish, moody, warm, cozy. Yeah. I don't know. I hope you guys like it. But today we're going to be doing an Empties video. I haven't done an Empties in feels like a few months, I guess. I've got a whole box of goodies here to share with you guys, and while there are a few familiar things in here, there are a lot of new ones, you know, that I've never made my way through before on my channel, so that'll be fun to give you guys my thoughts as to whether I plan on repurchasing them or whether they were duds. Also, I want to thank today's sponsor. Guys, you are super familiar with me partnering with Ana Luisa. They are my favorite jewelry company. They are also just a lovely friend of the channel. They have always just been such phenomenal partners for me. I love them because they really share my values when it comes to really wanting beautiful things that are really light on the planet. So everything that you see me wearing, basically, like, unless it's installed like by a piercer, everything that I'm wearing today is from Ana Luisa. They make beautiful recycled gold plated jewelry, and they do all of their plating in-house. They use recycled gold because the earth cost of mining gold is pretty high, and this is just a much better, kind of lower impact, carbon neutral way of creating beautiful new pieces of jewelry. So I have a few pieces that were gifted to me this time around. So the first one is this beautiful bracelet, and it basically looks just like a watch band, but there's no watch face. It's just a really, really pretty piece. I like that it is kind of gender neutral. It's a little bit on the like hunky chunky masculine side, and I feel like it really holds up against the hunky chunky sweaters that I'm in the spirit of wearing right now. It's a really luxurious piece, and I have been wearing it basically every day since I got it. I like it so much. I forget that I have it on. I've been stacking them together, but I just got this really beautiful ring that has kind of inset rhinestones in it, if you can see that. It's actually part of a whole collection of this kind of like checkered shape, and then it alternates with the rhinestones. So I think they have earrings in this, and you know, I just love to open my jewelry box in the morning and throw this stuff on. Like, it's just so fun for me to mix my stacks up every day. So typically, if I were wearing something that were like open on my chest, I'd be wearing like a stack of necklaces, but I have just been wearing the, you know, necklaces that have like longer chains lately because they go over like a big high roll neck on a sweater or something. I'm just wearing this one I've had for a while now. All their stuff has a year warranty on it, but my stuff has lasted well beyond that. And then the last new piece that I have, I like the way that it kind of mimics the shape here of my ear cuff that I wear all the time. I love this thing so much. I get asked so many questions about it wherever I am. The other one is these, I remember that they're called the Kian or Kian, I think it's Kian earrings, because they are the creation of a wonderful vlogger that I follow here on the platform named Chloe Kian, and she created these beautiful minimalist earrings, and I have been, you know, I can't resist like mixing it up. So I've been mixing them with my safety pin style earring here. And that's also from Ana Luisa. And so it's like I do that on one side and I do this on the other side. And basically I like the way that this ring kind of mimics this ring. And it just looks like a, I don't know, it looks like a complete thought, you know? So, as you guys can tell, I'm like really into gold jewelry. Even my like, the lovely lady who does my nails, she's like, you really like gold. I'm like, I really like gold. So that's why this stuff is right up my alley. And while ooh, look at this nice lighting coming in. Oh, I love that, natural sunshine. Okay, aside from it just being a lovely thing that I shop for year round, Ana Luisa is running one heck of a deal right now. It is their biggest sale of the year. They are running buy one, get one 60% off on everything on site. Their pieces start at $39, and that is before that discount. And while I have loved wearing these myself, wow, do they make great gifts that are not gonna break the bank, but you would never know it by the quality. So I hope that you guys will check them out. I know that you're going to love them. You can check my link down below and shop the buy one, get one 60% off sale. And without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into my empties. Okay, we are starting with a bottle that looks familiar to you, but this is my first is this my first one? I don't know. This might be my second one that I've finished. This is the Esop Rind Concentrate Body Balm. If you haven't heard my spiel about why this is so special to me, it is the lotion that they had as like full-size deluxe sample sizes that were in the Gramercy Park Hotel bathroom when I stayed there with my then boyfriend when he became my fiance, when he proposed to me in Gramercy Park in New York City on Christmas Eve of 2017. So yes, you could say it's sentimental. I've been watching too much Curtis Connor, but this scent is particularly positively tied to this memory because it's just the most wonderful citrus smell. It smells like oranges. It smells like the best oranges. Like, you know how when you, I don't know, zest an orange or something? That's what it smells like. That's why they call it the Rind Concentrate. And if that's your smell, like if you love a really, really true to nature citrus smell, you're gonna love this. And it's expensive. It's $96 a bottle, but it is 17 freaking ounces of product, and I did a whole calculus on it at one point because I was like, that's so expensive. Finally, like, bought it one day, and then after I bought it, I was like doing the math on it against the like OC body balm that I had been using, and it was, I think, something like 50% more for your dollar or something like that with the way that it shook out. And I was like, I was pregnant at the time and I needed all the moisture I could get, and I was just like, pound for pound, this is actually a better value, which redeemed me. So yes, I will definitely be picking more of this up. We do actually have an Esop store nearby. It's not nearby, but it's near my in-laws, and so it's like when I get over there to their mall, I'm gonna just go nuts at Esop, or maybe give somebody the opportunity to get this for me for Christmas. You know, it's kind of that time of year where you stop buying yourself things. Either way, I plan on having more of this because it's exquisite. Or exquise, as you guys, exquise? Exquise? Yeah, you guys taught me that that means exquisite in French. It's exquise. You can hear the water sloshing around in this because I made the most of it. I really used it to the last drop and tried to create a few more drops. So this is the Kosas Sport Good Body Skin AHA and Enzyme Exfoliating Wash. This is the beginning of my journey as far as trying to sculpt my entire routine around getting rid of the KP and acne that's on my back because it is aggressive. Now, I loved this and I had every intention of repurchasing it. They sent me this one, but I liked it so much that I was just like, A+, absolutely, I totally plan on repurchasing this. But then I got a package from Soft Services. I talked about that. I'm going to make this a sentence that I keep saying. I talked about that in my last Sephora video. I'm just in the process of it. They do have a body bar that you use in the shower. I could use both because that body bar is aggressive. You don't necessarily want to use it every single day, but it is not. It is not messing around. So I will ultimately repurchase this probably when I'm back in like a maintenance phase of my acne situation. But right now we are in a decided purge phase. I'll just leave it at that. But this is scented so lightly, it just kind of smells like fresh. It doesn't have like citrus or flowers or anything particularly anything. It's just kind of a gender neutral, bright light scent. Okay, this is empty. When I ordered these from Amazon, I thought they were bigger, but I do plan on getting some more of this. This is the Detox Dry Shampoo from Drybar. What is all over this stuff? Oh, there's an empty candle. I always do this. I just throw it in a box and I think everything's gonna be fine, and then I always end up playing myself for one reason or another. The thing that I found out during the Sephora sale about this is that this dry shampoo, I'm like, oh, it smells so good and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't bother me, yada, yada. Dude, Drybar has gone the extra kilometer, and they have made several fragrances in this. So it's like if you can go and like pick the one that you like, you can, you know, you don't have to choose the original scent, which is what I got. I think they have a whole bunch of them. I think that that's really, really cool, you know, because you don't want the scent of something to be the prohibiting factor for you not using it. That's how a lot of them have been for me. A lot of hair products in general have been for me. So I do like the smell of this, but that's pretty cool. Like if you go to Sephora or something, you can smell them all. So I do This came in a 2-pack, so I do already have another one, and I will repurchase it in a bigger size next time. Something that's really cool about this particular Empties is I think I have more proportion-wise than I ever have that is recyclable through normal recycling channels that I don't have to put in my TerraCycle box. Like the colored plastic and stuff, that has to go in my TerraCycle box, but so much of this stuff is glass and metal. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Another hair product. This is the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast. Did I love this? I actually really did. It had a funky smell to it, but it didn't linger. And even if it did linger, it was like the funky part didn't linger. It kind of smelled like licorice at first, but I don't know, I just kind of moved past it. It wasn't a big deal. Basically what this does is, it is exactly what it says. It adds, you know, dry tooth kind of texture to your hair. And it is, I don't really know how to get around the mattifying quality of something like this, and it's gonna do that to a certain degree, but I still really appreciate it because I can use it, you know, just point it in little spots at my roots and stuff like that. And you can actually kind of spray it throughout your hair and it'll just kind of fluff it up a little bit. It is gonna make your hair feel kind of artificially dirty. Not greasy, but just a little bit dirty. And that's kind of what a lot of us are going for. So I would say be careful with it, but it is very, very effective for that. Do you see this? I kind of put this in here as, it's kind of a phony empty, but this is the Tower 28, I have an itch. The Tower 28 Daily Rescue Facial Spray, and I have pretty much emptied this, and like no more will come out of the little straw without going on my face, and I love this stuff so much. This is such a good, it's a great setting spray, it's a great like last step in your skincare routine. It's a really good way, especially if you, I don't know, if it's like a sweatier time of year or you're having a lot of irritation on your skin and stuff, like, you know, a little goes a long way. And hi. What are you doing? Okay. Sorry. Can you shower in the other one?
Yeah.
That'd be great. Do you want to be on camera?
Brucey does.
Bruce has been sneezing.
I know.
It's so cute, but it's so sad.
I'm worried.
I know. I had to film in here because my light got weird in there.
You stay.
Oh, okay. My husband just got back from a run. But anyway, this is such a mainstay to my routine for all steps of my routine. Like, it's been a replacement for Mother Dirt for me, but it also works really well as a setting mist for actually, you know, setting my makeup, and it keeps my skin balanced in a really nice way without drying it out. I like it very much. And the reason that this is kind of a fake empty is because when I said that I loved this and I did buy this one, Tower 28 sent me the jug. And so I have the jug in the next room and I'm just gonna refill it, but I'll keep you guys up to date on me emptying it again. Another one that I have emptied and will probably refill is the Way. This is the conditioner. So the reason that this is all emptied out like this is because I have not refilled the conditioner because I've stopped using conditioner for the time being, trying to see if that was exacerbating the acne situation on my back, which is entirely possible. My mother, in all of her adorable like southernness, was like, you know, your aunt had the same problem. Turned out to be her cream rinse. I hadn't heard anybody say cream rinse in like 20 years. It was amazing. I was just like, Mom. So yeah, maybe it's my cream rinse. But yeah, I have the big refill bladder, that's what they're called, like the big refill bag underneath my sink in my bathroom, but it just hasn't been a necessity lately because I'm just taking a break from a cream rinse, you know? Sorry, that was an inaccurate representation of my mother's accent, but it was fun. Okay, here's another one. Wow. So this one kind of like went into hiding when I moved, and then I ended up finding it again and using the rest of it. So this is the Verb C texture spray, and the last few times I've gone online to try and buy this, it's been out of stock, plus I have not been successful in transferring my cosmetology license here, and so I have not been able to go to a professional cosmetology beauty supply to get these kinds of things at cost, because I can get Verb at cost. So that is why I went with the Living Proof this last time, was because I couldn't find this in stock anywhere, but like if I had to pick one, I would go Verb all day long. Not just because I like the effect of it better, it's almost like a finer grit, but also the smell is just so much better. It just smells clean. It's not really trying to be anything other than that. It's just a nice, light, clean scent. So I would rather refill this than the Living Proof. I apologize, Living Proof. I can never stinking remember that brand name off the top of my head. I have to put it in front of my eyeballs in order to retain it. Okay, let's get this candle out of here so that I can stop maybe just getting soot all over my hands. This is the Nest Wild Mint and Eucalyptus Scented Candle. I bought this because I was influenced by State of Kate. She was, you know, in pursuit, as she tends to be. She's a lot like me in the sense that she goes on journeys, you know, it's like, I'm gonna find this thing. And she went after like the ultimate like relaxation bathroom candle for when you're having yourself like a total self-care moment. And this is lovely. It really is. But by the time I was done with it, I was sick of it. I was like, it's just too specific. I found that, you know, I kind of would rather go back to the Bath & Body Works Eucalyptus Mint. Is that what it's called? Eucalyptus Mint? That one smells so good, and I don't feel like I notice it as much. Like, I find that this one is almost too, like, proprietary. You know? It's not, like, vague enough. It's a little too in your face and a little too, like, you're just aware, way too aware of it. So, maybe I need a smaller one, but it's just the smell itself. I'm just sick of it, so I won't be repurchasing that. Okay. I went on another journey, and that was with the company Beekman 1802. They are carried at Ulta. That is where I got, actually I think I ordered these off their website, but they do have some of their stuff at Ulta. This is the Whipped Body Cream Vanilla Absolute. The reason that I heard about this company is because they started doing a Rose Apothecary line, so it was supposed to be based off of like Rose Apothecary, David Rose from Schitt's Creek, and they do goat's milk everything. They do. Sweetheart, are you okay? I will report back whether my husband is okay. So they basically took it upon themselves to, you know, partner with them, I guess, and make a Rose Apothecary goat milk type line with them. I hated it. I ordered a candle and the rose scented lotion, and it is so strong, I never want to see it again. I don't want to see the candle. I don't want to see the lotion. They are somewhere buried deep in the caverns of a closet somewhere, but like it's the most, oh my gosh, overwhelming rose smell I've ever smelled. But I did really enjoy this. This I did finish, and it is, you know, vanilla is another one of my favorite kinds of smells. And it's Vanilla Absolute, and it is not messing around. Like when I smell that, the way scent is tied to memory, I smell my summer. Like this is what I wore all summer, and like I'm not sure I want to smell it again because it's like so familiar and it's so last summer that like I want to move on. But it was a very effective body cream. My skin does really love a good body butter, but yeah, this smell is just, it's too unforgettable for me, and like I just want to move on. The other thing that I tried from Beekman 1802, and this was the reason that I even heard about them, was because of Lauren from the Honest Beauty review. She put this on her like Instagram stories, and she's like, this is such a great sunscreen. And this is the Milk Primer SPF 35 sunscreen primer. And it is so great. It really is. It's a beautiful mineral sunscreen, zinc oxide 13%. It goes on so beautifully light. It blends out so easily. It goes almost translucent, and it just has like a little bit of a reflective quality on my skin. However, this is half of an ounce. I mean, this lasted me 5 minutes, the way that you're supposed to put on mineral sunscreen. It was not worth it at the end of the day, which is a shame because it's in glass and it's, you know, probably got really great ingredients judging by the, you know, few products that this brand does choose to put out. It's like there's a lot of care put into their formulas, but like, look at that. You know, you're looking at like a giant bottle and only a half of it is even where the product lives, and it was just too much or too little. And it was like I forgot about it because it took me such a short period of time to use it. So I moved on very, very quickly, and I'm just now remembering it. Oh boy. This was like slipping back into an old love affair, and it's not stopping anytime soon. So this is 2 of the Caudalie Eau de Beauté, the Beauty Elixirs, and I have multiples of them kind of everywhere. I have them as stocking stuffers. I love them so much. They are like minty and skincare and aromatherapy and just this refreshing, lovely, wake you up in the middle of your day, you know, when you need a pick-me-up kind of moment. And I just absolutely burn through them. They are so lovely, and they come in glass, and they're They're just wonderful. I obsess about them. Another sunscreen, this was the Mineral Sheer Screen from Super Goop. This was 1.5 fluid ounces, and I still made it through this pretty fast because of the nature of how much mineral sunscreen you gotta wear. And I did, I wore this in the summer. It was really beautiful. I was still out in the sun a lot. I feel like it probably helped mitigate. I mean, it does as good of a job as any SPF 30 is gonna do when you don't reapply it often enough, probably, but it didn't break me out, which was nice. I thought that it was really, really pretty. It is probably going to leave a haze on deeper and darker skin tones because it's mineral. So being a sheer screen, it's still not completely invisible, and I don't know, I mean, it was fine, it wasn't magic. FYI, the one that I've been in love with lately has been the Tula that I talked about in my Derm Store video. I have been using the SkinCeuticals chemical sunscreen for a while, and I love the really like beautiful glow that it gives my face, but the Tula actually I feel like is beneficial to my skin because it's that probiotic quality. It's really nice, and it's got a golden glow to it, so I think it would work for more skin tones. All right, empty. We have a Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. It has company in the favorites category, but it will always be the archetypal gentle face cleanser. If you're looking for a truly gentle, doesn't even emulsify face cleanser, like if you feel like your face cleanser is too stripping, maybe give the Milky Jelly Cleanser a shot. It's great. It really, really is. And I do just continue to go through it. I would say, I think I've said this before, my top three, it's like this, the Rosewater Cleansing Gel from Good Molecules, and now joining those ranks has quickly become the Herbivore Botanicals Pink Cloud. It is so, all of those, they're really, really similar to each other. All rose, all kind of jelly texture, all very, very gentle. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just finished this and it is like, it's like a milestone. I am actually so pleased with how long it took me to go through this because it looks like a teeny tiny jar, but it really lasted a long time. So this is the OC Red Algae Mask. And you know what? I could still scrape a little bit out of there and use it as like spot treatment. That's actually what's so great about it, is that you can use it as a mask, or you can use it as like a spot treatment overnight or at any time to like calm down any kind of breakout. So I originally found it because they used it on my face when I got a facial at Milk and Honey Spa in Austin. And OC is just a really, really beautiful, you know, clean, synthetic free kind of skincare company. And what I loved about this was it feels really, really active on your skin in like this beautiful tingling way. And it felt like a spa facial, you know, like there was just that sensation where you're like, aromatherapy, I'm getting, you know, the luxurious treatment, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what, that's worth my money all day long. And so I bought it. It was out of stock for ages. And I finally got my hands on it. It's $48 for this little guy. But it lasted me now. I mean, I think I've had it since 2019. And I use quite a lot of it when I use it. And I use it, like I said, as a spot treatment. But man, like if I've picked my face or something and I put this on and I just like leave it on for like 30 minutes or something, my skin makes like a full recovery. It's wild. It's awesome stuff. I think it's got like a lot of tea tree in it or something, but it is so calming, but it's active at the same time. I love it. I love it, and I will definitely be repurchasing it. Darn it, I just made a Credo order today too. Might just have to make another one. Oh, okay, so this was sent to me. Another one where there's water in the bottom of it because I tried to get the last few drops. This is Wake the F Up, an essential blend by Rosie Jane. This came in like a PR package with some eco tool stuff that they sent me. Some really, really cool like exfoliating stuff. I used all of this. I liked it enough, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it because it's so strongly scented of lemongrass. It's just something that my skin has been sensitive to in the past, and so I got through it because I was like, I want to use it. And it smells good. I like the smell of lemongrass, but I wouldn't repurchase it just because it wasn't really different enough for me to want to be like, oh my gosh, I just want to keep smelling that. And also, it's just something personal with me and lemongrass. But it's good, and it comes in glass. All right, getting towards the end here. I just bought this at Ulta like not that long ago, and it's, what is this? This is a 1 ounce of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set. and I'm already done with her, like completely done. I like this so much. I will definitely be repurchasing this, but I realized that the reason that I like it is a lot of the same reason that I like the Hourglass Veil Setting Mist, and I hadn't been using the Veil Setting Mist on camera because it's so expensive, and I was like, I don't, really want to encourage people to spend this much money. But now that I know that this exists, I feel like I'm going to use the Hourglass on camera and be like, you don't need to buy this, go with the dewy set kind of thing. They're both really lovely in the sense that they use a lot of glycerin and make your makeup really flexible and make it really glowy. Right now my skin is very dry. There's just not really much getting around it. I can exfoliate and moisturize all day long, but in the winter air, my skin is just, it looks different, and I need the extra dew. But I don't want it to make my makeup kind of like wear off faster. So I like that, both of them are designed to like preserve, and lengthen the wear time on my makeup, and they do a good job of that. So yeah, I think I will be repurchasing this. I also, they're doing 20% off at Ulta right now on MAC, I think, like the whole brand. And I think I'm gonna pick up Fix Plus again and see if it's as good as I remember. All right, and last two, these are definitely not unusual that you would see them. So one is a brown tube of Boy Brow. Even though I've been trying a lot of different brow products lately, I still made it through another tube of Boy Brow. Look at it. All the label is worn off. It's a ride or die for me. It's just such an OG that I love so very much. But yeah, I mean, when she's done, she's done. It's like a dry little spoolie in there. So that's donezo. And I have also worked my way all the way through a very now stiff and manky tube of Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. They just sent me their blue shade. It is neat. But yeah, this is Crystal. This is the brown black shade, and this is the shade that I use every day. So yeah, I already have like backups on my backups of this, and they've come out with little stocking stuffer sizes, so I have a few of those too. All right, guys, my little cardboard box over here is empty now, and those were all of my empties for the last couple of months. It's always nice to kind of cycle these things out and use it as an opportunity to give you guys my final thoughts on some stuff that I've made my way all the way through. So I hope that you guys appreciate that. And I also hope that you will click the link below and check out Ana Luisa. Again, they are running an amazing sale right now. Buy one, get one 60% off on everything on site. There's really beautiful, dainty, minimal jewelry, and then there is statement jewelry, which I kind of like to mix it up and have both, but I feel like there's something for every taste, there's something for every age, there's something for everybody on there, and I just love being able to give a gift that is affordable, easy on my wallet, easy on my conscience, and is also just a really beautiful, dazzling gift for someone. So yeah, definitely check that out, you guys. And thank you to Ana Luisa again for partnering with me and for sponsoring this portion of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you guys did. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.